Okay, and you are?
I'm Travis Motley, sales manager at Bob Ruth Ford.
Okay, how long have you been in the business, Travis?
16 years.
Okay, and you've been a GSM before, correct?
I have, yep.
Okay, and so you manage an entire showroom sales team, so you're not a rookie to this stuff.
No, not at all.
All right, so we were talking about sales management. You're doing something that I found very interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me, how do you have a sales team that you manage, right?
I do.
Okay, and I'm super proud of you, man, because you said that when you took over this sales team or when you were allocated these people, they were not the top of the board.
Correct.
Okay, but now, where are they at?
They're towards the top of the board.
Okay, and so, but there's, besides, your management skills, you have certain things that you're doing to manage them. Can you share what
Right.
those things are?
Yeah, so what I did was I started thinking outside the box a little bit, and I created a group chat through text, so I'm in front of them every day, and I created a spreadsheet.
Stop right there just for a second. So again, some people might not know how to do, especially like sales managers. They might not be technologists. How do you create a group chat in text?
Right, so what I did is just took all 4 of my team members and put all 4 of their phone numbers into one text, which came from me, which I was the 5th member, and I just said, hey, this is Travis. I'm the leader of our team, and I'm going to be in front of you every day through the text. And basically what I do is I just give them encouragement through their daily tasks, and just tell them to keep killing it and keep doing a good job, just for motivation, and that way I hold them accountable at the same time. But what I did was I created a spreadsheet, so it has the sales rep's name, it has how many ups that they've taken so far, month to date, based off of the working days versus days worked in the month, and their sales, their closing ratio, and what their pace is for the month. So if they're pacing where they are or where they wanted to be, they're in the green. If they're just shy of it, they're in the yellow, and if they're below their benchmark, they're in the red. And when someone sees that every day, nobody wants to be in the red. So they kind of have a little bit of self-accountability and self-pride, and they'll start doing things a little bit different, and come to me and ask for help so we can get them up into the green status.
Okay. Now, are there any other things that you're doing that you've acquired over the years, in the business that help you manage a team? Like, by, like, I guess, building rapport with your team and kind of getting them to trust you, because you can't manage if somebody doesn't respect or trust you. So what do you do to earn their trust, earn their respect?
Right. So I'm fairly new to the team here at Bob Ruth. So what I did was I took it upon myself and reached out to them and asked them to reach out to me for help. But it takes getting off of the desk, and I actually go pick up the phone and I do follow-up calls with my team members so they can hear me. People believe what they see, not what they hear. And when they see me in front of them, making the phone calls, closing deals over the phone, it holds a little bit more clout with them, and it allows them to trust me a little bit more.
Man, I got to say kudos to you, because me and Rob, your dealer principal, we're talking about this. There's a lot of sales managers nowadays, like, just want to desk deals.
Yep.
But there's a difference between a desk manager and a sales manager.
Correct.
And I definitely respect where you're coming from, because I think it's imperative to be able to actually show and prove.
That's right.
Because you give 2 things. One, not only the respect is earned, but you give them confidence. Like, wow, if he could do that with that customer, if I emulate what he's doing, I might be able to do that too.
Yep, that's
Okay.
correct.
Question for you, for the sales managers that are in the Millionaire Car Salesman group, what advice do you have for the sales managers? Because remember, you're coming from a GSM perspective, not just a sales manager. Not you just got promoted. I mean, like, you came from a smaller store where you're a GSM to a high level store here, volume wise.
Right.
What advice do you have for new sales managers on how they should approach being a sales manager? What are some best practice tips for a sales manager?
Right, so some of the best practice tips that I could give is, just be there for your team. Hold yourself accountable first. That way you can hold them accountable. And just get in front of them and help them take them to the next level. And that might be making follow-up phone calls with them, getting deals done, getting off the desk, go help them close a deal. Allow them and tell them to be a sponge, man, and just listen to you and take everything in, and just come to work with the right mindset every day, and just want to get better yourself and make sure everybody else gets better following your lead.
Listen, it was a pleasure learning from you and working with you today. Much respect, brother. I know that this store is going to get to 500 and then more
No
cars.
doubt. No doubt.
Thank you so much.
Thanks, Sean.